Hey everybody, actor-artist Matthew Atchley here again, and I'm here to do another instructional video helping you guys get your drawings to be more realistic or your paintings to be more realistic or just giving you tips in general. So today I'm going back to one of my cutest little green friends here, Baby Yoda as I call him, from The Mandalorian on Disney+. This is where he's at so far. He's almost done. And what we're going to do today, I'm going to give you some tips on texture. We're going to make his little clothes, his little suit here, make it look realistic. So, without further ado, I'm going to have my human tripod stand still, as she always does. And I'm going to flip around and get started. For this, we only have 4 tools, really, for this. We just have a blending stick that I've just used, you know, here and there, and I've got some graphite on it. I've got a 0.5 mechanical pencil here, and then I've got another pencil that has a good eraser on there, you know, a small mechanical eraser pencil. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys the difference. You see how there's not any texture in here, but there's lots of texture over here. And his suit is kind of like a woolish type of fabric. So we want to try to get it to where it looks like you could just reach out and touch the texture of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have our little brush here, knock off our excess eraser messings here. And I'm going to take my blending stick that has some graphite on there. And I'm just going to make a solid base. Just real good and solid. Just as long as you have some graphite on there, nice and even to work with. Because if you want anything to show up as a highlight, you've got to have something dark behind it to make it show up. So that's the whole principle. I'm giving it something dark first so I can have something light to pop off of it. So after I've done this, I'm going to take my eraser and I'm just going to go in here and start making little marks. And it's very tedious because you're just doing little bitty marks. So it takes a while to do. And you just keep going with it. Start to fill in little gaps that you see. And after you've done a little bit, go back with your blending stick and just kind of blend those sharp edges off there. And then you go back to it. As you can see, it's starting to already look more woolish. I love working with fabric. I love to try to make it look as realistic as I possibly can. I want to feel like I could reach out and touch how it feels and how it looks. So the eraser is just giving you little highlights to show through the graphite that you put on there first. Alright, and we're going to just knock the sharpness off of this again. I'm going to go back in here and use the eraser some more. And like I said, it is tedious. It takes time because you've got to cover large areas sometimes just to get the full effect. But you can see already the difference between something that has no texture right here and then something that's starting to get that texture over here. Starting to have that fluffy feel to it. And we're going to go through here and knock off those sharp edges again, because we don't want any sharp edges. That kind of takes away from the whole illusion or the effect. Here we go. This is such a good show. If you all have not seen The Mandalorian yet, make sure and check it out. It is really, really, really cool. And who wouldn't like a Baby Yoda? He's awesome. Try to get your circles a little bit different sizes too. That's going to make the effect a little bit more realistic. See how I do that? This is just another tool to have in your tool belt. Every fabric is different. Every different fabric has a different texture. So you just kind of start working with it until you find something that's going to work and look like the texture and fabric you're working with. It makes a lot of difference. Sure makes it look a lot more realistic, that's for sure. And I'm going a little bit fast since, you know, we're trying to keep things short on this video so it's not long and drawn out. So you all can get the basic idea of what's going on. Okay, I'm going back in here. I'm going to knock off those sharp edges. And I'm not doing this number right here. I'm just lightly grazing over it. I mean, barely even touching it. It doesn't take much. And that gives you that nice texture. And you just keep going with it. It's layer upon layer like anything else. So you'll just keep working with it. If you think you've added too much white, go back in here with your, blending stick and just, blend it to where it looks solid. Then go back in here and try again. That's a good thing about working with pencils and erasers. The erasers can cover up a lot of problems. So I hope this has helped. I hope everybody loves Baby Yoda like I do. But if you want to see any more of my videos or check out my social media, I invite you to check out my website that connects you to all of them. It's artofmatthewatchley.com. And of course, Baby Yoda here is going to be finished soon. And once I finish him, I'm going to be posting him as well. So I hope you guys are doing well out there and stay safe. And may the Force be with you.